Hi there, Mr. Sutton here with the IM3 Honors 1-2 Part 2 homework solutions on operations and compositions of functions. For number 9, we've got these three functions, f, g, and h, and we're doing f of g of h of 6. So we have to start with the innermost function, h of 6. We're plugging 6 into the h function, so 6 divided by 3. That gives us 2. That now gets plugged into the g function. So 6 times 2 minus 3. And then we've got, let's see, that'll be 12 minus 3, which is 9. Now 9 is getting plugged into the outermost function, the f function. We need to do f of 9. That's going to be the square root of 9, which is 3. For number 10, we're doing f of g of h of x. So we can start by just replacing h of x with the function here, x over 3. So now we need g of x over 3 to go a little bit further on this problem. So instead of writing 6x minus 3, we've got 6 times x over 3 minus 3. The 6 and the 3 can cancel. That'll just be 2x minus 3. And now we can plug 2x minus 3 into the outermost function of f. That's just going to be the square root of 2x minus 3, which we cannot simplify any further. For number 11, we need h of g of f of 4. Let's find f of 4 first and then work our way out. F of 4 is going to be the square root of 4, which is 2. So now we're plugging 2 into the g function, which means we're doing 6 times 2 minus 3. So 12 minus 3 is 9. And then 9 is getting plugged into the last function here, the h function. So 9 over 3, which comes out to 3. For number 12, we're doing h of g of f of x. We'll start by replacing f of x with what it actually is, the square root of x. So now we're going to be doing g of the square root of x. So that's going to be 6 times the square root of x minus 3. And now we have to plug 6 radical x minus 3 into the last function here, the h function. So basically we're just going to divide all of this by 3 then, substituting this expression for the x up here. And we actually can divide each of those items by 3. So this will be 2 radical x minus 1 if we divide each of those by 3. And that's as good as it's going to get. For number 13, we need g of h of f of 36. Let's find f of 36 first, working our way out here. So f of 36 is the square root of 36, which is 6. 6 is getting plugged into the h function now. So we have 6 divided by 3, which is 2. And then 2 gets plugged into the outermost function of g. So we've got 6 times 2 minus 3, so 12 minus 3, which is 9. For number 14, we're doing g of h of f of x. F of x is just the square root of x, so we're really just doing h of the square root of x then. That's going to just be the square root of x over 3. And then this expression is going to get plugged into the outermost function of g. So g of radical x over 3 is going to be 6 times radical x over 3, all that minus 3. The 6 and the 3 cancel, so you just have 2 radical x, and then we still have that minus 3 out there. For number 15, we have the function m such that m of 4 equals 6 and m of 6 equals 10. And in the function n, we know that n of 6 is 4 and n of 10 is 2. So we want the value of m of n of 6. So this is really just a test of whether you can evaluate things in the right order. N of 6, well, we don't know what the n function does, except that when you plug in 6, it gives you back 4. So we're really just doing m of 4 then. If we're doing m of n of 6 and n of 6 is 4, we're just doing m of 4. And m of 4, they told us that was 6, so that's our final answer on this. For this problem, number 16, f is 2x cubed minus 1, and they're telling us the function g is x squared plus 3, and they want to know f of g of 1. This is just a straightforward composition problem. As always, we have to do the inner function first and then work our way out. So g of 1, that's just going to be 1 squared plus 3, which is 1 plus 3, which is 4. So if we're doing f of g of 1, what we're really doing is f of this output 4. Well, the f function cubes it, multiplies it by 2, and then subtracts 1. So we're doing 2 times 4 cubed minus 1. 4 cubed is 64. 2 times that is 128. And subtract the 1, we get 127. Choice D.